All right. On that topic, welcome to Dadventurous, another episode, a triple threat. We are the triple threat, in case anyone was wondering.
Hey, yo.
Interesting. And we are going to do an episode together, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think that's the plan.
That's the plan.
I'm just sitting here.
Whether or not that's what happens is entirely up to you two crazy beans.
Hey, you were crazy this morning, too.
It's a fairly chaotic morning. I'm excited about it. So we're going to jump into this episode pretty quick because I imagine it's going to be long. Are you guys ready?
I do believe I am.
It's questionable.
We're never ready.
We're never ready. We're doing things a little bit different here for the old recap. We're going to jump back into the episode. Last we went off, or actually you can still do a recap, I suppose, if you want. And then I'll do my thing as like a separate thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, kid.
I was back up in the skyline. I'd managed to infiltrate Gallows family warehouse. I snuck around for a bit and managed to find a bit more evidence against their various nefarious crimes. Met in face I knew, old Marlowe Gallows managed to help me out of there and point me in the right direction towards my next objective. But first, I was to find Commissioner Renshaw. I made my way to a commemoration party that was happening over by the precinct. Officer Calloway and the Farthing family up to some shenanigans again. But in the midst of the crowd, during the party, an explosion sounded off in the distance, and it caused quite a bit of chaos. I took that chance to slip inside the precinct and try and find Commissioner Renshaw before the MMCD came back. I was met with an unexpected outcome. Commissioner Renshaw was down in the evidence lockers, rifling through things, waiting for one old annoyance of mine, my worst nightmare.
Speaking of our worst nightmare.
My name's just getting butchered all up in here.
Is it always yours?
It's your worst nightmare.
It's always your worst nightmare.
Okay.
I see.
I can be yours if you'd like.
I'm so sorry. Well, you are yours. Feeling a new sense of empowerment. But the Nightmare has been up to her own breed of chaos as well in the days since Mel has not been in the skyline. And so we are going to do the recap in a new form, in the form of Mr. Skippin' Florentine. Ready? Dadventurous. Extra, extra! Read all about it! Nightmare wreaks havoc at Farthing Charity Brunch. And the sub-article reads, chocolate fountains erupted, speeches drowned out by illusory nonsense, and the MMCD condemns reckless showboating by the Nightmare. Extra! Enchanted museum opening in upheaval. Nightmare strikes again. Farthing-sponsored exhibit sabotaged. Wards on rare artifacts shimmer and break. Xander Farthing blames Nightmare. Nightmare torches reputation of Farthing Tuxedo Emporium. Magical formal. Oh my gosh. Magical form. This is easier to type than it is to say, apparently. Magical formal wear.
You want to try that third time?
Magical formal wear catches fire in recent protest. MMCD calls it a breach of security. Next. Extra, Farthing family. Farthing filigree in chaos. Entire shipment destabilized and turned into sparkling dust. Gold scattered across the skyline. And finally, extra, Nightmare breaks into Farthing household. Family dog Brutimus defaced in paint.
Yes.
Estate was infiltrated. Family dog embarrassed and covered in paint. MMCD warns that she has graduated from mischievous to menacing and must be caught.
Well
That's
done.
where we're at. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
And so these are the articles of concern, and
Poor Xander Farthing's had just a rough week.
he has had a rough week. And while that may be, good for the reputation, I will also say things have gotten harder a little bit for the Nightmare because it has gotten a little bit more choked.
Yeah. Sneaking is hard work.
Mm-hmm. And so you've got some new tools from Commissioner Renshaw. He gave you a bag of tricks.
I have a great bag of tricks.
And the most recent mission was for you to get something that was personal. A lot of what you've been doing has been causing chaos, has been just messing with Mr. Xander Farthing. But there's been something that Commissioner Renshaw was able to get for you, which was down in the evidence locker of the MMCD office, which you know what this is, but Mel might not. And so you were to cause a distraction. You set up the bombs, however, maybe you did in a nearby bank.
Yeah. So smoke bombs galore, lots of just not actual damage. It's all just superfluous. So lots of smoke bombs, lots of like paper scattering everywhere, just kind of bumping that up, whispering to some people to just, scream extra loud for me. And just convincing people to be a little bit.
In the bank?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that. Roll a persuasion with advantage or intimidation I would allow also because
let me check.
you are a figment of criminal mythology basically to to the general people. So you're like a barefoot bandit Al Capone situation.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, okay. So then your choice. Is this persuasion or is this intimidation?
Persuasion. I'm still a little, it's a young voice, but I'm going through and nudging and winking.
Here's a fun question for you.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though you are trying to persuade people of the, what would you call that? The poisoned nature, the corruption of those in charge, or are you just being charismatic?
I think that it has to be too quick to be able to persuade anybody about anything. So it's more of the don't worry, you're safe, but a nudge and a wink and just scream extra loud for me kind of thing as I'm going through, and there's just paper that's flying places. When a smoke bomb goes off, those people, if they're nervous or running away or anything, they can notice that it's just smoky. There's no like damage. There hasn't been shrapnel flying towards them or anything like that. It's more just like pure, just feels like a lot's going on. So anybody that's in line, I'm just
smoke
kind of
bombs like near the windows so that it goes outside.
Yeah,
but it's not
like
really
making it look like something.
Yeah.
More of just an overall appearance. And then just I'm choosing to do it in a bank. This is a very high like security, worrisome place for people. They don't want to lose their funds, so I don't want to make it something that I actually damage. I'm not here to steal, but I'm here to create.
I like to think on a nat 20 with the wink and the nudge and the placement of the smoke bombs and everything that
maybe handing some ball bearings to some kids.
There you go.
Yes.
There's some kid that grabs the ball bearings, holds them in her hand, this like cluster of 50 ball bearings, and she looks up at you and she goes, "You're my hero."
I say, "Yeah, you throw it. It's fun."
Okay. And with that nat 20, you set things off and are on your way.
Yeah, just
out the back.
I make like this big thing, and then I'm using it to sneak on out because I'm not hoping to stay here.
Okay. You leave. You depart out a rooftop window. You bail out, and you start making your way over to the precinct. We already have gone through this a little bit. You make it there. You've caused quite the distraction. I think on your way by, you see a horde of MMCD officers, way more than would ever be necessary, but they were all at this endorsement gala breakfast thing, rushing to the bank. a block over from you. You're on the back side of the building. And it probably makes you happy because it definitely is working. We'll cut away from that real quick, go back inside the bank with that nat 20. I think there's like 2 kids and one's at the door. And then the other one with all the ball bearings is standing there, and the kid at the door is like, they're coming. And she throws them, scatters them across the door, and like the first like 4 MMCD officers come in and just trip and fall and onto their butts from all the ball bearings.
Gotta get them started young.
I like the nat 20 on the kid with the ball bearings. All right.
Nice.
You bust through this back window of the MMCD precinct. It leads you into a bathroom. You sneak in. You know where you're going. You guys worked this out ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
You rush down.
We had a plan.
Yep. And you rush down this back stairwell. There's these couple stairwells that lead down to this, I don't know, subfloor basement type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Couple side rooms. But as you are rushing down the stairs, you're looking for this door. It's going to be on your left. You know it's there. All these things. You skid to a halt. You turn the corner, you look in, and you see Commissioner Renshaw, and he's sitting there leafing through files. But you also see Mel Ashgrave, who was not part of the plan, standing there being Mel.
And I think I said, oh, not you again.
I skid to a stop, and I say, oh boy, so I don't think this has anything to do with you. Hi, don't ruin this for me.
What am I ruining?
Hand out.
Yeah, Commissioner
just,
pointing. Commissioner Renshaw's like, we don't have time for this. Come in. We have probably 40 seconds.
I rush over little tippy toe feet on my my classic my little black ballet slippers.
Just glare at her.
Yeah, Renshaw, without looking at either of you, he's thumbing through files in this like paper box. He like growls and he's like, and he tosses it to the side and he's looking through another one and he's doing his best. And he's like, Ashgrave, what are you doing here? And he's thumbing through and he's going to make an investigation check to see if he can find the thing he's looking for.
I found some, I found dirt against the Gallows family.
Against the Gallows family? That doesn't help me. Remember, I needed you to find dirt on their connections.
I did.
Oh. He pauses for a second and looks at you.
Wait, don't stop. Keep going.
Okay, you're right. And then he grabs the box and he tosses it.
What are you looking for?
A file.
That's descriptive.
It's not for you. And he's thumbing through. What evidence did you find?
I'm busy over looking at if there's a desk in this room, in anything that's locked.
This is an evidence locker room, so there's shelves of stuff. Mm-hmm. So if you want to make an investigation check to you don't really know what you're looking for either, to be honest. You know that Commissioner Renshaw knows of a file that he wants to give to you for personal reasons, but whether or not you're looking for a file or you're just taking the opportunity to look at stuff. I think he's looking at the file side of things, and then I think the other side is things that have been confiscated from crimes and people and things of that nature.
I would look for anything that I might recognize from my dad's previous stuff, things that he's been upset that he's lost, or things like that. That might be something that I would have connection to.
Roll an investigation check.
No, I got a 7.
With a 7, I think your eye catches on something. You grab this bag, you open it up, and inside is just a bunch of left gloves. And one of them is especially sparkly, but it's just left gloves.
Oh.
That's all you find.
I put it on anyway. Does it match or is it not black?
I mean, it's not black, no. It's sparkly gold.
I'm so done with black and gold. It's not even funny. I pull it off and I throw it.
Okay. Yeah. Within 18 on his investigation, Commissioner Renshaw finally stops and he goes, wait, I got it. And he pulls out this file. Oh. And it's just like a manila file folder. And it's sealed up, kind of dusty as he pulls it out. It's a little bit old now.
Does it have the label?
Not that you could. Well, I mean, you could make a investigation
I want to see if it has a label.
Yeah, that's fair. I did say he found it via looking, so that does make sense.
Non-natural 20.
Jiminy Christmas. So you see the name on there, Caroline Lockwood.
Oh.
And then the date of about a year ago. That's no information. It's just a folder, but that's what you see.
Okay.
And he pulls it out, and he looks towards the Nightmare, and he gestures the file your direction. At about that time, can you both make a perception check for me, please?
10?
Just no. I got a 5.
Oh,
Um,
cool for me. Stand by.
No. My passive perception is a 16, though, if that is...
That does help. I'll give you that. God, where did it put on?
My passive perception is also a no. It's a 10. I need better wisdom.
The file.
The file.
Says...
With a 16 perception, as you go to reach for it, you hear a loud bang of a door upstairs and a lot of voices starting to come back inside. Not necessarily
Like in
a rush,
Mm-hmm.
but whatever distraction you caused, you think might be over.
Okay,
What? I was busy pulling out the blueprints.
We've got to get out of here. Sorry, wait. We've got to get out of here. I hear them coming.
Huh?
Renshaw's
Oh.
like, you're right, and you can't be you right now.
What?
But I can be me.
I put the blueprints back.
He looks at Mel.
I still have a thing to show you.
Oh, show me now. And he rushes over to the other side of the room, and he starts tearing apart the evidence confiscation bags.
Oh.
So you can say what you need to say. As
I
he's
say-
like looking at one, he throws it aside. Looking at another, throws it
I
aside.
pull out the blueprints and the handle, which I believe you said was a crossbow handle.
That is what it looks like. After we
Okay.
had a discussion
After we
about
had
how
a
you
dis-
thought it was a doorknob.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize.
You never told me
I
it was
did
a
not. I
crossbow
just said the
handle.
word handle. Fair.
I pulled them both out and say, the Gallows family has been making weapons for the MMCD without your approval.
Without my approval? How are they funding all of this?
Funding?
Uh-huh.
I glance at the Nightmare and say,
She means my dad.
yeah. they have there's a partnership going on. They were using the forge in Haystown to make them, but me and some of the ogres managed to stop the operation. But they've been making magic weapons and gadgets.
He says, understood. I'll see what I can do with this. And he puts them together. He throws them into his jacket pocket. And then he finally tears out this last thing. And he goes, ha, perfect. And he says, take off your hat to Mel. And he throws at you a hood that has the Night Watch central cyclopean eye. He says, you can't be you. You have to be a vigilante or something. And throws it at you to put on.
I think I catch it and kind of hesitantly take off my hat and stuff it inside my jacket.
In the meantime, I'm looking at the commissioner as I'm like starting to raise my mask. I was like, what's the plan? I was like all ready to stuff things away and be Sarah.
No, it won't work.
Okay.
You can't be seen here either. And he looks at both of you and he goes, I need someone to punch me.
I go,
I can do it.
Roll an attack.
Okay. I put on the hood and
Thank you, Mel.
yeah, I sensed Nightmare's hesitation and I was like, nope, I can do it. A natural 1.
I will say,
putting on the hood.
I
And
will
she can't
say,
see.
we'll
I
give
can't
you
see.
advantage because he is expecting to be hit. So arguably, he wants to be punched.
I just like maybe the idea of putting on the hood and it blocks her vision.
Well, what'd you get this time?
I got a nat 1 twice.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're like, I can do it. You go to put on the hood. This hood was made for someone's head that was not your size. And so you go to put it on and it snags on your nose and your
And my
horns are there.
horns,
Yeah. So you tear through and you're like, I can do it. And you go to like try to punch and it slips down over your eyes and you can't see. And you just miss entirely. Marv in your head is like, wow, that was really impressive.
Shush, Marv.
I go,
I'm not
okay.
used to this thing.
And I go to swing and it's like a very, like I'm kind of nervous. So I
more
pull
weight
it a
into
little
it.
bit.
All right.
And can I make-
Yeah, go for it.
I rolled a 19, so
Oh,
I got
wow.
a 21 to
Okay.
hit.
Where?
But it's only 1 damage for me because I definitely like pulled it.
Yeah. I think he, sensing your hesitation and needing to sell this, leans into it a little bit. And you pop him right in the cheek. And he goes, oh, that was good. Okay, thanks. Now, you guys got to get out of here.
I say, well, you could always fall on the ground to sell it a little.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. He looks at you. He looks at you and he puts his hand on your shoulder, the Nightmare, and he says, just know that whatever you find in there, it's not necessarily going to change anything.
I say, it's more than I've had. And I clutch it to me.
Okay.
And I tell him, be safe. And
always
skitter out of the room.
Skitter. I like that.
Nice. Well, I definitely like scramble. And I think that I'm going to try to like kick some stuff on the way. See if there's anything else that I can like knock over and make this look like a full blown.
Yeah, and you know that the way you came was more of a back entrance, near the bathrooms. There's a window, you can get out of. The other way that Mel came is from the main precinct office. So there's basically 2 stairwells up out of this place, one to the main office, one the other way.
I don't tell Mel anything. I'm still kind of like, she's very side importance to me, didn't get in my way. So I just run out. So I'm just going to run up and out the stairs, and I'm clutching that manila folder.
I think I kind of look back at Commissioner Renshaw and say, I'll continue finding what I can, but...
Yeah, he's going to look at you and he's going to say, I'll see what I can do with this, but the election's in 2 days, so we'll see what happens. You got to get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
I think I kind of just... I think I salute him, which is something I haven't done in a long time, I think.
The MMCD salute?
Yeah, the MMCD salute.
Give me a persuasion check or an insight check. Up to you how you want to go about that. Are you trying to do this in a sort of honorable way?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Go with insight.
Okay. Not great. An 11.
An 11 is enough to see that he straightens up a little bit and he gives you a return salute.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think I would bolt.
Okay.
You told me to.
You guys bolt, and from behind you, you hear the sounds of Commissioner Renshaw, like literally, maybe he's knocking a shelf over, maybe he threw himself into it. Hard to tell. Very loud crashing, and him going, oh no, oh, and just causing total, like, ridiculous chaos.
Nice.
Old man. And you start to hear the hubbub of
I'm just peeking,
officers upstairs.
I'm peeking and hoping, like trying to make sure that there's nobody in my path. So just kind of wanting to clutch that manila folder and slink through as much as I can.
I think in this moment, you start to hear the commotion. You hear it all coming from the other stairwell, not the way you came.
So I go right back to where I came and try to just get right on out that window.
Okay.
I think hearing the noises from the other stairwell behind me, I think I'd follow her.
Okay.
Kind of just as the opposite direction of the noises.
Okay. Then you guys dash up the stairs, and I would like for you to...
I try to fix the hood.
Yeah, you have a hood on right now, a kind of purplish hood with the white cyclopean eye in the center. And you guys dash up there. Can you please roll for me a stealth check? Your first of many checks you will be making on this escape. And we're going to be doing group checks a little bit here, where there's going to be sort of the average is what we'll go with.
I get advantage. I rolled a 24.
I got a non-natural 20 as well.
Like dust in the breeze, you guys make your way out of the evidence locker, run up the stairs. As you get to the top, you can hear the downward stair steps of all these people running, and you hear Commissioner Renshaw in the distance being like, the Nightmare, she attacked me.
More notoriety.
Yeah, he's trying to, it's still an advantage. It's still helpful. And you come to a halt around this bathroom door. You see the window that you had broken through to get into this place. Place?
Words are a little hard
Place,
for you today.
however, is a fun one.
Yeah.
And you see that Mel is following you close behind.
Right now.
Renshaw told you guys to escape.
Yeah. Right now I just ignore her.
Did you guys dash for the window?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In and through.
In and through. The chase, for now, the escape begins, is what I was trying to say. So now, you guys come through this window. You're on the low level of the MMCD office. This was like a basement to this evidence locker. You come back up, you flip through the window. You're in this nice little manicured back lawn of the MMCD precinct. There's some very uniform, what do you call that? Like
Hedges?
Yeah, like utilitarian hedges outside, very even, that you kind of duck in and roll behind. And you found your way into this like lawn in the back. As you get outside, Nightmare, there is a lot of noise and there's a lot of people searching for you. So even though you are outside of this building, this is not going to be an easy getaway.
Okay.
Mel, you see her jump through a window outside.
I think I'd probably take one look around the bathroom and back through the door, and I think I'd follow.
Okay.
It's the closest way to get out.
As we jump out, I would like you guys to roll initiative, and we are going to treat this kind of differently. Combat, but it is still an initiative order thing. What do we have?
An 11.
A 12.
I rolled a 10. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Well, that works then. So Nightmare, then Mel, then Things. You guys get out. Nightmare, you are holding this folder. You probably want nothing more than to read said folder, but
Desperately.
this is not the place to do so.
Right.
So, where are you thinking you would like to head? Somewhere safe? Somewhere nearby? Somewhere new? Somewhere hidden? What are you thinking?
I always like to go somewhere crowded. It's the easiest place for me to change up how I look and kind of disappear. So wherever I know that is going to be kind of like away from here, but is going to be busy.
Kind of fitting, maybe, because the two of you have once made your way through this place in a chase of each other. The Bridges Market is not far. Yep. And the last time you guys ended this chase, it was right outside the MMCD precinct in a fountain and caused chaos. Fitting. The closest thing that's not the gala out front, which is covered in MMCD officers, is the Bridges Market.
I'm clutching this manila folder, but I know that I'm going to need my hands. So I'm going to very carefully roll it and stick it in to this purple sparkly clutch that I now have attached to my hip.
So this is newly attached to your hip.
Put it on in there, clip that closed, and if I hear any, like, do I see MMCD officers nearby?
But like you're in this back lawn, maybe 40 feet in front of you is a drop off to the city below.
Okay.
There's not really anywhere to go except to the right or to the left, and the Bridges Market is to the right. There are the sounds of voices
Kinda
on the other
everywhere?
side of the building. Yeah. Where you are here? No. Will they be here soon? Potentially.
Okay. So I'm going to head to the right, and I just want to like peer around the corner to kind of see what's going on.
Mel, are you doing something different, or are you following suit? You guys can also chat. You know, it's not like we're in this combat situation. So
I don't know. I don't think
I know,
I'd
but
rather
Mel
get
might
out
want
than,
to.
Yeah. So for
You're just trying to get out.
the Nightmare, I am not paying attention to Mel. She's like the least of my concerns.
You just hear me flop out of the window behind you.
Not gracefully.
Yeah, no, I'm not used to diving through windows.
I glance over and shh.
Hey. I kind of get up. I think I peek around the building with you.
Okay. You guys can roll perception checks.
14.
9.
9.
Oh.
Okay. You're distracted by the fact that Mel is really close to you, Nightmare.
And making noise.
Yeah, she's like breathing heavily over your ear, and you're not used to having anyone nearby you. And Mel, you're like Scooby-Dooing over the top of
Over
this
the
kid
top of
and looking around the corner.
Yeah.
You see, if you don't know where she's thinking about heading, but you look around the corner and you see that there are a couple MMCD officers that are starting to patrol this area. The front of the alleyway currently isn't being looked down, but this kind of side path to get back to the front of the MMCD office. This is a couple-story building. There are bridges with drop-offs. There are lampposts. There are wires stretching from gondolas. There are choices here, but currently the MMCD officers are not looking your direction.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, so down this alleyway, right, is the gullah.
Yep.
In the front of the
But it's also
precinct.
how you get out of here.
It's also how we get out. I guess my question would be, what do you mean, if this is the way to get out, what do you mean by the other bridges, like the gondola? Do you mean like there are ways around, or do you mean like just beyond there?
Beyond there, there's options for you guys for escape, but this alleyway is how you get out to the main part. The skyline is not set up with a bunch of back roads and things like that. This is a place that is living on floating platforms that stretch between skyline or skyscrapers and things like that. So to get where you need to go, there's being clever or there's using the main paths. But as far as what you see an alleyway with some MMCD officers patrolling.
So, like, turn-wise, because we rolled initiative, was that my turn?
Not necessarily. You guys are just doing your perception checks. You're peeking around a corner. I'm not worried about actions or things like that.
Okay.
So right now,
I
you can still do something. You guys, this is just you peeking. No one's done anything yet.
But I didn't see any. I didn't perceive.
You didn't see anything, no. But, or I should say, you see the alleyway.
Then I just, I didn't see any people, so I just go to dart out and cross.
Yeah.
I think as you start running, I think I kind of just whisper shout, "Where are you going?"
I don't respond. I run.
Okay. I think she runs, and I think usually I wouldn't care, really, but I think in this moment, with a little bit of that second connection to Renshaw and in a little bit of curiosity still towards Nightmare, I think I do run after her.
Okay.
And kind of just try to keep her from running into anything.
Like the MMCD?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because since I noticed it, and I noticed that she's just running down.
Okay. We'll say that Nightmare's making a run for it. Mel, you are able to pretty easily kind of keep up with her. Mm-hmm. And I think you, Nightmare, are just expecting to run, and Mel literally grabs your head and turns it to the left, and there's two MMCD officers that she points your vision towards. Oh. And we'll say that that's your guys' turn. You're rushing out towards the end of the alley. There's two MMCD officers that are patrolling along here, and they're looking up high at the building. They have, crossbows at the ready, blades out, whatever, and they're going to see if they perceive either of you. No. They keep walking. Nightmare, you now notice this. They walk past the alleyway, and for a moment, you guys feel like you could get to the end of this alleyway and peek out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I release a held breath as she points things out to me, and then, gotta keep moving. Okay. And head down the
You guys head down the alleyway. You get to the end. As you get to the end, no perception check necessarily needed. You look out. You're looking around the corner of the MMCD building. There is a event going on. There's banquet tables. There's, chocolate fountains and sandwiches and stuff. And there's a hubbub of a lot of people that are gathered in the middle, all talking about what has happened. The Nightmare strikes again. The MMCD officers are questioning people. And there's just a general moment where no one's looking at this alley, but time's a ticking. So the Bridges Market is a couple blocks from here, and you got to go down this kind of long running sky bridge to get there.
In the Nightmare's thought process, would passing through this gala or this area make more sense for her to be Sarah? The
problem isn't you being Sarah.
Would she feel comfortable being Sarah in this? Is there a recognizable or a purpose for Sarah to be here, or
no.
would that be?
This is an endorsement gala party for, So
it would be weird for Sarah Farthing to be here.
It wouldn't necessarily be weird. You're a high class socialite person. I think the problem for it is your father did not invite you to this. So if he noticed you or any of his retinue noticed you, that would be weird. Just in general, getting out of the alleyway without being questioned and causing a chaos is going to be difficult.
Risky one.
Very,
way or the
very
other.
difficult.
Okay. So I'm going to keep my disguise on.
Okay.
Are there potentials for climbing? Is there any like roofs that are close together that I can try to get myself up higher, or is this needing?
I mean, there's the roof you're right next to. There's the MMCD building.
I know, but I don't want to be on top of the MMCD.
I think the other one's about it's a little ways over. Back towards the bank would be the other option. Going towards the Bridges Market is pretty open. There's gondola cables. There's lampposts out here.
But just MMCD people in the way,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I grab out a smoke grenade
Okay.
and prepare to.
Okay, Mel, you see Nightmare prepping something you've seen many times now, which is a smoke grenade.
I think while she was looking at that, once we kind of come out and peek around this alley corner, are there any gondolas that lead up out of this place?
The only one that leads up out of this place is nearby, and it goes to a very wealthy neighborhood where Sarah Farthing is from, on the far side of this. The one you saw her escape into, well, actually, I don't know if you saw her, but she escaped into a gondola on the far side of the plaza, and it goes to a very wealthy skyscraper section of the city.
Okay.
That's the only one that leads up out of here. Most of the other ones are just horizontal, heading towards the Bridges Market, things like
But
that.
we have to cross this gala first.
Oh yeah, I was looking for like where to go after that. You start to prepare the smoke bomb, and I think I grab your shoulder and say, "We head towards the bridges." And I think that's all I'm going to say, but I do want to prepare to sprint.
Okay, so you're not doing anything other than communicating.
Yeah.
She puts a hand on your shoulder. Maybe you expected her to stop you. Maybe you expected her to have words of antagonisticness.
Yeah.
Mel Ashgrave puts a hand on your shoulder as you're preparing the smoke bomb and says, "To the bridges," which is your plan anyway. But whether or not that makes you feel a specific way is up to you.
I think her touching me, I kind of just shrug my shoulder a little bit and do that, and give her a look like she's telling me something that I already knew. Give her this look of like, ugh, adults, and pull out the pin to my smoke grenade and chuck it as far as I can into the middle of this gala thing.
Going for distance?
Going for distance.
Athletics check.
Okay.
Not a huge DC, but if you're going for distance,
Yeah,
and you're a
I'm going
tiny
for
little
distance.
kid, 16-year-old, kind of know.
Oh no.
This dice. A 6.
A 6.
Oh boy.
Maybe Mel didn't mean to, but as you go to throw, you can still kind of feel the presence of a hand on your shoulder, which to those of us who don't love back rubs, like it's like this feeling where it still clings there, and it's what you're thinking about when you toss the smoke bomb, not the distance you needed. And you go to throw the smoke bomb, and it spins and it spins, and it clips off a little lamppost.
No.
And it lands still decently far, but on this side of the gala. And no hesitation, no time to wait. It pops off.
I think
It's not your turn. It's not your
yeah.
turn. It pops off. And what was your passive perception, Nightmare?
16.
From behind you, you guys hear a voice. Boy, these other two guys are terrible, though. The two guards that were patrolling and passed by were walking away from the gala towards the bank. They hear the explosion happen and look back that way, but they do not see you guys at all, with no higher than a 6 on perception. However, from behind you, you hear a voice, Mel, you hear a voice you recognize in the form of a slimy, greasy, not very loved, but soon to be Commissioner Calloway, calling out from behind you guys. He must have found the bathroom. He must have done a little better searching with investigation checks. And from behind, as you toss this smoke bomb, you see this guy, Lieutenant Calloway, and he goes, I got him over here, and yells
He's
as loud as he
outside?
can. He's in the alleyway behind you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And it is time to dash if that's what you're going to do. You have a mask on, Mel. You have a mask on, Nightmare.
Always.
The smoke bomb goes off. You hear the crowd erupt into gasps.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it is enough.
Yeah, now it's a bit
To,
of an
like,
obscure. Yeah, it is a
from
bit
the
of an
rest of
obscure
them.
from the crowd. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And now we go.
Okay.
Nightmare, it's your turn. We're not necessarily in combat still. This is rounds of movement and dashing and what your plan is. It is time to move.
Yeah, I run towards the market. Lickety
Full
split.
dash, full everything.
Full,
Okay. Passing through the gala, passing through this plaza, you find a bridge. This bridge is up high in the city, lined with beautiful magical lampposts that pepper the edges here, hanging planters. Very beautiful. It's midday. There's some people here. You make a dash across in your Nightmare outfit with a smoke bomb behind you. You are noticed, but no one's going to stop you in this sense. But you are causing a commotion, and you go for a full sprint.
I notice Lieutenant Calloway behind us, and I just whip around, and I would like to cast Thaumaturgy and create just a loud explosive sound right next to him.
Just to mess with him?
Just to mess with him. Just to distract him a little bit.
Okay.
And I just hit that and sprint after her.
Okay.
I think.
So with a loud thing, make a, what would you call that? A performance check, I guess?
Not bad. Oh, not bad at all. 19.
A 19, yeah. You, thaumaturgy, it just creates sounds, but, the spell doesn't necessarily talk about where you can create those sounds, and making that sound next to someone's ear is extremely loud. As people, if you've ever had something touch your ear, you know how loud that is. So you create this loud explosion back into the side of his ear, and you see him flinch. He kind of instinctually thinks something is behind him, and he skids to a stop, turns and looks, understands what happens, but by then you're gone.
Yeah.
And the dash begins. Okay, you guys are running towards the market. It's a little bit of a ways. We're going to say 3 rounds, making your way along. You have these lantern-lit bridge walkway, hanging planters, things like that. We're going to say as you are heading this way, there are MMCD officers basically starting to form up behind you. So you're seen, but you're a distance away. You guys describe for me how you get past this first obstacle, which is as you come through, there's a crowd of people who are gathering, starting to look up towards the gala.
Oh.
Just a group of people. There's some kids. Maybe they got some school books and everything. There's a cat on a leash, and like the kids when you go to see a classroom and they're all together going for a field trip. That's what you guys see as you're approaching this first obstacle.
I think as I get on in, are they like young kids?
Yeah, probably 10.
Okay, so smaller than me. Approaching them, cat on a leash, you said.
I did randomly say that. Maybe I'll regret it.
I am going to rush on by and try to pull the leash out of kid's hand or slice it or any kind of quick thing, and I go sorry as I go on by, but try to create the
chaos.
Make the cat be like.
I love that. You will say you slide right between the leash and the kid holding
grappling hook. I pull out my grappling hook and yank the
leash
pull
out of
it
the
out.
hand.
Yank
Yeah.
is
Nice.
to try to slip on, kind of in between them, but
Okay.
create.
Make a I don't even know acrobatics check
Sure.
with advantage as you go this way. Mel, you watch the Nightmare dash between the kid with the cat on a leash, swipe the leash.
13.
It's not hard to do this from a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
It was not a high DC. You pull the leash out of the hands. I think with a 13, there's a moment where the leash gets caught on the grappling hook, and the cat's like, "Wah!" and gets pulled a little bit before it releases, and then hackles raised, tail up, that arched cat back thing, I like to think that there's like a couple MMCD officers that are up front chasing you guys, and one of them just gets a cat in the face.
Perfect.
Mel.
Now you're starting to get a real front view about the kinds of chaos I do.
Yeah.
But as you know, you hear me as I go by, and I'm like, sorry, but I grappling hook like pull through, like
I love it.
you know,
Perfect.
they're kids, they don't deserve it, but still gotta happen.
Well, and they'll probably get their cat back.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
Nightmare's on one side of these kids. You're kind of coming up on the other. A bunch of the kids start to react and back away from the Nightmare, which means they're now all in front of you. What do you do?
I think this weird like cyclopean eye, and with my horns and everything, I think I just come barreling through, and try not to hit anybody, but shove him out of the way. I think I just shout, "Let me through!"
Okay.
And
That's fine. Make your choice intimidation or persuasion check.
14.
A 14, same as the cat. Maybe gets a little bit drugged behind. There's one kid who just stares up at you and he's like, "Ah!" and just gets shoved aside. And you make your way through this crowd of people. It's not a high DC, but a lot of people are shouting after both of you with this chaos caused, and the MMCD is hot on your tail. You guys make your way to this next spot coming up. There's kind of a Y in the bridges up here on the skyline. To the right is towards the market. To the left is towards some factories and things like that. If you're looking for a crowd of people, you head towards the bridges. If you're looking for quiet getaway, there's choices here. Easier to disappear into a crowd of people. Harder,
More people looking.
but harder to maybe get through. Heading towards these kind of like warehouse sections of skyscrapers out here. Maybe an option 2. Maybe it'll be easier to be spotted for a while. Your guys' choice.
It's your turn
Nightmare,
first.
you're first.
Have I been doing a lot of things in the market?
Not really, actually. There's not much reason to, except the tuxedo shop ruining thing that would have been in the market, in the Bridges market.
Okay.
Most of it's been galas and museums.
So,
and
from
things like
all
that.
of the things that have been happening in the news, does the Nightmare know the general perception that she has now in, like, the layman's everyday kind of person? I know what her perception is, like the MMCD.
Oh, like
things
your
have been
rep?
harder because the MMCD has been after me, but what is the general... Have things been more negative dealing with everyday people?
Interesting. Make an insight check with advantage on the city of Mirelight. In the neighborhood of Skyline. With advantage.
I rolled advantage, a non-natural 20.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
Maybe it wasn't your intention in the first place.
Mhm.
The intention was always to get back at your father, was to understand why things like magic cause problems for people.
Yeah.
But as word gets out and more the Nightmare is well known, not just in the skyline. You might not know this too much, but also down below in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Your name has definitely gotten out. There is a certain amount of people here in the skyline who aren't necessarily worried about things like being oppressed by the government, being pushed aside because they're wealthy. But there are things like trends, and it's sort of trendy to like the Nightmare right now because the Nightmare is up here in intrigue, not necessarily a force for good or a standing up a revolution or anything like that, but more of like people see you, and like even some MMCD officers that Mel has run into are like, there's a little bit of an awe about like a vigilante.
Well, and the whole aspect up here, my hope would be that there's notice that it's only Sandra Farthing's stuff that's really getting busted.
Especially this week. There's definitely a lot of people like, wow, Farthing's having a bad week. Like the family was on the track to, being untouchable, and now these things are happening. So there's a certain amount of, what do you call that?
My hope is that the vibe is that people are less worried about the Nightmare doing stuff to them.
Oh,
so I'm not going to be targeted. So if that's Sarah's knowledge about how she would be perceived as the Nightmare.
Yeah, like to the point where you've probably done a couple of these things like the bank and whatnot, where people sort of let you do what you're going to do not necessarily out of reverence or respect,
But
but because
it's
they're
kind of
not really,
titillating?
it's kind of exciting and
Okay.
they're not thinking that it's going to happen to them.
Okay. So with that knowledge, Sarah is going to right, left, and she's going to pick right. She's going to head on into the market where there's more people that might help her, might be like interested in what's going on enough to be like part of this escape. Dodging in towards the market to the right, and I want to try to actually go behind stalls. So instead of running through the front, I want to try to like be weaving in and out of their canopy pieces, all of the inventory in the back, so that I can dodge and weave behind the merchandise and give people like a cheeky wink and a shh as I go by.
Okay, we'll say you start going through there. Your choice here, it's easy enough. You start getting into the market, and there's stalls everywhere. There's vendor stalls of various food carts, things like that. You guys have been through here before. Both of you have. And yeah, there's that sort of liminal space behind a vendor shop cart if you've ever been to a convention or anything like that, where it's not visible to the people, but it's like a mess.
Narrow.
Yeah, it's like a narrow mess of boxes and stuff. And you pretty quickly like zip behind one and make your way along. There's a lady back there sitting there eating food on a small break, and she sees you come by, and she just like ducks her head so you can jump over her and just keeps eating her food.
I give her like a little like that finger wave where you know they all like tinkle tinkle and go thanks and do kind of like the leap cape behind me all dramatically.
Dodge through.
Yeah.
Okay, your choice in this. You can go stealth or you can go persuasion.
Is this a situation where I would get advantage on that? No, I have my cloak, so I get advantage anyway.
Yeah,
okay.
You're getting advantage.
So I'm going to choose stealth.
Okay.
Then. 15.
15. Still not too bad. Mel, you see the Nightmare dodge behind a market stall, tuck into the like alley of the back area, and disappear from your sight. But you see where she went. Okay. You're right behind her.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like escape Mel.
No.
I'm assuming that Mel's close enough to kind of follow me.
Okay.
But just so I'm not worried about Mel at this point. She's just kind of this extra fixture at the moment.
And you.
Okay.
It is now your turn, Mel. And also behind you, I think you hear a bunch of the MMCD officers being like, "Out of the way, kids!" And somebody's like, "I'm allergic to cats." And chaos behind you, but you're hot on the heels, looking through this mesh mask in front of you of the Nightmare.
Okay. Is there a lantern?
There has been lots of lanterns.
With one of those hanging flower pots nearby?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to whip around and kind of still running.
Yeah.
But
I'm assuming you guys are full movement as much as you can. We're not doing actions and bonus actions and things like this. This is just skill challenges.
I want to whip out my crossbow. Okay. And I want to, for the chaos of it, I want to try and cut that flower pot off of the lantern.
Okay. Causing chaos. Your choice, make an attack roll, or you can do another performance check. I don't particularly care as to whether or not you hit it. Big planter box up here, lots of flowers and the vines cascading down, hanging from these lanterns. Ostentatious would be the word I would use to describe it. You take aim, you fire.
I'm making an attack. Ooh, 24.
A 24.
Attack roll.
Huh?
Attack roll.
What'd you get on the dice?
19.
Oh, okay. Not in that. Okay. Easy enough. You take your turn to dart after. You're aiming for that same place the Nightmare is going. You leap up onto that first crate that the Nightmare leapt over. There's a lady sitting there eating food. And you spin around.
Sorry.
Yeah, you spin around and you launch your crossbow. Hits the planter box, scatters dirt, decorative rocks, maybe some little porcelain figurines that were in there across the path, and a couple of the MMCD officers stumble, trip, etc. basically difficult terrain.
And I run after her.
Okay, and you guys run after her. You see the Nightmare's cloak flapping in the breeze in front of you, hitting the sidewalls of this kind of almost like a narrow hallway of cloth vendor stalls and things like that.
Yeah.
You guys are heading down this way towards the food area where you once had a little chaos and a smoke bomb go off in a previous chase. These are more hard buildings that you're coming up on. You know that this back area would lead into places like kitchens and things of that nature. Maybe there's apartments above like we dealt with before too. You're heading into this sort of area. And I will say, like, with all the chaos and where you are right now, how close the MMCD officers are or whether they're on your tail anymore is starting to get your maybe better. It's hard to tell, but this is what you guys see. Also, I like to think the lady eating the noodles just looks down towards you guys, looks at Mel fire the crossbow and jump over her head, and she just goes, huh, Tuesdays.
I like that girl.
Is the MCD doing anything specific for their turn?
See.
Okay. So, for the Nightmare, I would be looking down this for any like door or another side alley that maybe I can like dodge down, kind of change the overall direction.
Yeah.
Possibly looking for fire escape ladders, anything that might help with changing
Perception.
Yeah.
Make a perception check. Ha 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 ha. And we'll see what you got.
19.
Oh, wow.
A 19. I think maybe what catches your senses is a smell at first. Wonderful smell. Cinnamon buns, elephant ears, kind of that nice bakery smell. And it's like a cartoon. It's like wafting steam out of this room. There's a kitchen coming up, and on a 19 that most of these restaurants, these people that are here, the Bridges Market is a 24/7 type of place, night and day. Some of the people that work here have just built luxury apartments or apartments above their restaurants so that someone is always working. So there's a kitchen. If you're looking for height, you know that there's probably an apartment and stairs going up. Well, that's what you see.
My tummy grumbles a little bit, and I follow that cinnamony, sugary sort of scent to like tuck into a bakery restaurant kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in full and just try to tuck into the building.
You cut in. Immediately, you are met by this half-orc woman standing there, pretty nicely dressed in terms of her outfit, but an apron on and everything. And she's got a big paddle, and she's pulling like big old hunks of delicious sweetbreads out of the oven right now. She looks towards you. I'm going to just make a roll. She knows enough. She's paid attention to enough.
Face,
little girl.
like, positive or negative?
I was going to say, little girl wearing a mask, sparkly outfit, running desperately through. She knows exactly who you are in theory. You must be the Nightmare. And she looks at you, and a little smile curls up on the edges of her face.
Excellent. I go, oh my gosh, that smells delicious. But
thanks, honey.
And I pull out from my like a pocket or my purse, and I slide her way too much money.
Her eyebrows go up. She takes it.
Can I take one of those and also duck in that back room?
She.
Can ya?
Yeah. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
I want to like just be like, you got a cupboard or something you can stuff me in for a minute?
Yeah.
So I'm making a persuasion.
Yeah, with advantage. Not a high DC.
I just rolled a 9 though.
It's fine. With how much gold do you think you put into your hand?
Like maybe 4 or 5 times the amount that she needs for
it was not a high DC.
Okay.
But I think she kind of is a little confused. She's definitely smirking. She looks at the gold for a second. She reaches over on the counter and grabs like a delicious sweet roll, holds it out towards you with this big meaty paw, plops it into your hand, and she goes, "My apartment's upstairs."
I said, I do have a Cyclops friend. Thanks. And I like shove some of this sweet roll into my face as I like go to where she points
Yeah,
for
she
stairs
points towards
and-
there's an archway with a stairwell going up,
and
and you dart up that way.
dart on up.
Wonderful.
I think
Mel,
as she says that, Mel just bursts through the doorway.
Less gracefully.
Less gracefully. I think
And you see the lady looks at you and she goes, "Huh, a cyclops."
just for the extra bit of cover, I do use thaumaturgy again to just close the door
Oh, okay.
behind me.
Yeah, that's a thing you can do.
Because it's unlocked, and kind of give the ogre lady a little wave, and probably see her cape flapping around the corner.
I think the half-orc lady looks at you and she's like, "Oh, a cyclops. Do you want a sweet whirl too, or are you just going upstairs?"
Yeah, I didn't
No
wait
description.
for any confirmation for everything. I was just like, Cyclops friend, shove bun in mouth, run upstairs.
Half-orc lady reaches over, grabs another sweet roll, and looks at you, Mel, with confusion.
I just kind of stop for a second, and
Marv's like,
I'm
"You better
confused.
take that sweet roll."
And just like, yeah, sure.
Okay, she throws it at you,
I catch it
and she points behind you towards the stairwell.
just go, thanks, and bolt up the stairway.
Okay, you guys both ascend to the stairwell, go through a little door, and it's a nice little condo apartment up here. Most of the people in the skyline are living well, but this is not like a mansion or a penthouse suite. This is a well-furnished apartment for this single ogre or half-orc lady and maybe a kid's bed in the corner. But we do have up here is a nice balcony view and some skylights. You guys get up here, and for the moment, there's a pause.
Try to be real quiet, shutting the door.
I think outside you hear voices raised, people in alarm a little bit as the MMCD start funneling into the market, to the bridges, and to the point where through the window you guys can see at one point a blast of magic as one of the MMCD officers like blows a vendor cart apart a little bit.
Oh.
And there's a little bit more aggression here than there has been in the past. And you see Calloway at the front, like pointing at his guys. He's like, "You two over there, you three over there, like tear it all apart. We're finding her today," and all that stuff. So you have a moment here. I would like both of you to roll advantage stealth checks.
Why did I roll the same number twice?
23 for me.
And we're taking averages here, so
A 10.
still decent. Okay. You guys, you feel pretty unseen for the moment.
As Mel like stumbles in the doorway.
Yeah, you guys like roll to a stop. There's a big open window here and some skylights up above.
I'm like very quietly shutting the door, and I just look at Mel and I'm like, "You are so noisy, and you."
I'm not used to this sort of thing. I'm usually the one chasing sneaky people. As you would know.
That's fair. But with this quietness and everything, I think that I'm like peeking out the balcony, and this like moment of rest. It's I've got a minute, and I reach down to my my purple shiny clutch and pop it open to pull out the manila folder.
Can you roll for me a, what do I want to call this, perception check or
Sure.
insight check?
While she's doing that, I think I just look out the window and see Calloway blast apart a stall and just go, "That's not gonna earn him the votes in the election."
22.
A 22. What?
They're
Perception?
the same. So perception.
Your choice.
Insight.
Insight. Your hand goes down. You touch this clutch, this purple clutch thing. You snap it open, and you get this kind of feeling of thrill, excitement. You already had adrenaline in your system, of course, but it's almost like this feeling of like an extra boost of satisfaction kind of goes over you as you put a hand on this thing, pop it open, and you pull out this folder. Mel,
Me.
can you do me a favor, and can you roll for me a perception check, not adding your stats?
Not?
Yes, but instead adding a +2. I don't know what that might have been what you have too, but
It's not.
okay.
A 16.
A
Wait,
six-
sorry. No, 18. With
An
plus
18. Okay. Thank you. You go to open the file, and in the meantime, you're looking out the window. Mel, can you make a perception check for your character now for me too, as you're looking along, and you're scoping out the MMCD officers.
13.
On a 13, they're scanning out. You have a moment here. On a 13 also, I think you notice through the skylights up above, you hear this like ding ding, and going kind of right over the top of this apartment is one of the gondolas that just kind of goes the length of the market. Where it goes, you don't know, but there's, things that you see. The MMCD are fanning out and they are looking in these buildings, but they're not looking in this one yet. You have some time.
I think
Oh yeah.
I think I noticed that gondola. Is it going over right now?
Yeah, like you wouldn't be able to like access it now, but there's a gondola above you, and they move fairly frequently.
Okay. I think I go over to the Nightmare, and you're pulling out that folder.
Yeah, I'm pulling out the folder, so I'm definitely like focused down at this manila thing. I'm really not paying, like, beyond scolding you for being noisy. I am taking this like quiet moment to finally look at what Rinshaw gave me.
Okay. I think Mel, you can be a part of this, a little bit too. But in the moment, Nightmare, you see the name on the front. You didn't really look at it before too much.
Yeah, my hands
very
just
clearly
trail over
Caroline Lockwood.
Lockwood.
Yep, and there's a date of about a year ago. It's not a very thick folder, but it's a folder.
Yeah,
And
my hand is just there as kind of like a take a deep breath, and I flip the folder over to pop it open.
Okay, you pop the thing open, and inside you find a set of papers. I think as you pull it out, I'm going to ask you to give me a wisdom saving throw, low DC.
Okay. 13?
13's good enough, but it still hits you. You see a sketched image of Caroline Lockwood as the first thing you pull out. This is a file, and right in the top corner, safety clipped, paper clipped to the top, is your friend, Caroline, as she was a year ago.
I feel my throat just start to do that close up, like feeling a little choked and emotional. And it is just kind of the gentle reverence for that somebody that you love that is gone, just over her face on the drawing, and gently unclip it to move it behind to see what else.
Mel, you're watching all this happen.
I watched that, and I think Mel kind of furrows her brows a little bit, and I see you move that drawing aside to look, and I take a nervous look back up at the skylight and back out the window.
Okay.
And I think I tap your shoulder.
To the Nightmare
and go, listen, we don't have a lot of time. There's a gondola above the roof. Next carriage comes, we need to go.
I'm very focused. Do I recognize?
You guys could roll. You can roll persuasion here if you want, and you can roll something too if you were unsure if you would react to it.
I think I would look up and make a quick glance.
Okay.
Yeah. To see if I.
Yeah, you passed your wisdom saving throw, so you're not like locked in this frozen moment. Mm-hmm. But if you would like to make perception, you can. And I think if you want to make a persuasion, Mel, I would allow that too.
16.
13.
13, okay. 13's the same you got on your wisdom saving throw. I think there's enough here that you look on a 16, you peek up over the edge, you're still clutching that folder tight. The MMCD officers are getting closer.
Okay.
Your timing is shrinking. You might be able to read a little bit, but I do think you have enough about your Nightmare persona. You have escaped every time so far. Whether or not sitting here for a moment to read a paper is the right time, that's up to you, but Mel's words are fairly persuasive here.
I take a big, deep breath and kind of sigh and tuck Carol's paperwork back away. And I look at Mel and I say, you're right, but why are you here? As I am walking out to the balcony and kind of expecting her to.
I follow, and I just go, because there's a lot more going on in this city than I think both of us can handle individually.
And I think, Mel, too, you spent time at the MMCD office. Make a history check for me.
Oh, boy. Okay. I need to switch dice. That's a 3.
With a 3, nothing about this person, Caroline Lockwood. No, nothing about anything. catches your eye. But even on a 3, you know what that folder is. That's a cold case. This is evidence of something, some crime that nobody's looking at anymore. There was dust on this. This was down in a locker somewhere. You know enough to know that there's maybe a little bit of a feeling there of what old Nightmare might be experiencing right now. And maybe we have a little flashback of the time a similar folder was handed to you with Marv's picture in the top corner of an old case. So, but you know nothing about Caroline or anything like that. So it's not, you wouldn't go out to the balcony to get to the skylight. There is like an access ladder up to this roof access here. As you climb up, there's a little latch. I think you hear a little voice behind you. The half-orc lady's like, she peeks her head in. She's like, you guys need any more sweet rolls or you good?
I just hold up my still uneaten sweet roll and say, we're good.
She's like, if I know what I think I know, you don't got a lot of time. Thought I'd warn you.
It's like, we'll be out of your hair in a minute. Just you can give the MMCD officers those sweet rolls.
And she's like, oh, I'll make them pay for it, though. And she goes to walk away, and then she peeks her head back in. She's like, wait, did you guys like them?
They were excellent. Thank you.
I still haven't eaten mine.
Okay.
And so I think I just go, it looks delicious.
Great. And she leaves. You guys walk up to...
I'm saying, look, it was delicious. Thank you. As my hands are like, I'm climbing up this ladder.
Okay. You climb up the ladders. You pop the hatch. Can you guys make another stealth check for me?
Definitely rolled the same number twice for 10.
I got a 19.
Okay. You guys are up on the roof and looking back towards the precinct market. Your smoke bomb has faded away. There's a lot of MMCD officers that are scanning around looking in this area. And you see a gondola coming. It looks like it'll head kind of back towards Brixie's lift area, warehouse area. Little moment to get out of the way. It's coming. It's not here yet. All of a sudden, I would like both of you make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, no.
14.
I got a 16.
Okay, so you both pass.
It's a lot of dice.
As a ball of like cannon fire almost goes poof and fires up this way. You look down at the street and you see Lieutenant Calloway, this well-dressed, kind of sleazy guy. He is holding this very, very fancy looking magically powered crossbow and it fires up your way. And as it streaks up past you, you guys follow the bolt. It comes up and it looks like it misses you and goes right over your head. And then poof, and it explodes into this dark red kind of arcing magic. And you guys both take half of 12, so 6 damage.
Ow.
As Lieutenant Calloway, from the street, admittedly, yells, "They're on the roof! They're on the roof!" He rolled a nat 20 on his perception check to see you guys, and it was a high DC for him. So unfortunately for you, he has spotted you.
Okay.
And you start to hear the sounds of a lady being like, "Sweet rolls! Sweet rolls!" But the MMCD are rushing this way.
He spotted me, but we're kind of stuck.
You're stuck and you're pretty far away from where he is.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out my suction cup things to get ready for that gondola that's coming so that I can attach myself to it and hopefully
this is
be
like
on the
you had
side.
spider climb boots or whatever, but your version. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not spider climb boots, but that same thought
the
process.
idea.
I'm going to like jump up and try to
it's
suction myself
coming
to
your
the
way.
protected side.
The protected,
so whatever
the
is
far
going to be
side.
fine,
Yeah. Mel, you see Nightmare pulls out these like crazy suction gloves, and the gondola is coming your guys' way.
I want to... You see Mel pull out her sword and raise it up, and the gem and the magic along the side flashes green. I want to see if I can Eldritch Blast down to Calloway.
You gonna try to hit him?
But if I can, I want to see if I can hit the crossbow.
Sure. That's an entertaining prospect. What's your plus to attack?
+7.
Okay. He doesn't have a super high AC. I'll just tell you straight up, 20 or higher, you'll need to get
Okay.
And you do technically have 2 hits if you want to try it, but you got to beat a DC 20 with your attack to be accurate like that.
So at least a 13.
At a minimum.
I got a nat 20.
Of course you do. So with a nat 20, I think Marv kind of powers this up a little bit, and instead of doing your like boomerang,
Yeah.
I like to think you like create an X in the air and the double blast with the nat 20. We're not doing damage on Callaway, I assume.
No.
Okay. Roll your damage with the added.
With the added
Yeah.
things. Okay. 13. Could have been a lot worse, but 13 force damage.
13 force damage.
That's
Blast?
both
Okay.
rolls.
Yeah.
I got a 1-on-1.
Oh, okay. Well, you hold up and he fires, and you see that he's like, there's this red glow about it. It's charging up again, this kind of enchanted weaponry that as you look at it, you know now enough to know that this weapon, in certain ways of being constructed, is still your case, right? The case you got from however many weeks ago now of trying to find Jessica Cass. You've learned she's an enchanter. You've learned the Gallows family has her. They were teaming with the Farthing family to fund all these things. They took over an ogre facility to forge more weapons and things like that.
And I know where she might be.
Yeah, he's working to implant a new MMCD commissioner. All these things are happening that are creating these problems in Mirelight, and I think you channel that fury into this blast at this gun, this physical embodiment of your case and the obstacles in your way.
This has been a really rough 2 weeks for me.
Yeah.
So that's just beyond the rage of trying to get a cat out of a tree for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
This is just another level of annoyance for Mel.
So with a level of annoyance that you use your magic to cast, it hits this core, this battery created by Jessica Cass, and that level of annoyance explodes this gun into pieces. And that red glow whoosh, focuses into a tiny little orb.
Oh.
And starts to build. And as perfect as it could have possibly been as a distraction, a rift to the gloam opens up. And you, Nightmare, notice this from a distance. Mel, you notice this as well. It could not have been a better distraction. And I think also there's this level of insight that you probably have where you know why this happened.
Yeah.
You're mad. You broke a magical artifact with magic. You caused this chaos and a rift opened up. And it's up to them to figure out.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Yeah, Nightmare, I don't know how you feel in this moment. It's not close to you. I'm not worried about you freezing up or anything, but you do witness this as the gondola comes right up towards you guys.
And I don't understand why rifts open.
Yep.
So I just look at Mel with kind of like a big old terrified look on my face, but it's far enough away. And I jump at the gondola.
No rolls needed here. The distraction on a nat 20 could not have been better. You guys are able to leap, grab a hold of this gondola, haul yourselves in to luckily an empty gondola. And as it heads away from the Bridges Market, you hear the chaos of the MMCD officers down below.
I think
Whistles blown.
Mel finally takes this chance to take off the hood and put her hat back on. And you just see her look out the window down at the rift and just sit back down and go, they can figure it out.
Mm-hmm. And with that, we're going to step away from the gondola and we're going to zoom in, if you will, a little bit.
Oh.
Off of Mel's hip and down to a glowing sword. And somewhere in this liminal space of Marv's existence, this grizzled old half-orc lieutenant who met his fate at the at a rift and the magic he helps give you and stuff like that. And I think you see Marv sitting there at a table
At his
with
desk.
a plate waiting for a sweet roll to be absorbed.
Oh, yeah.
There's this little glimpse of a light on the horizon in this crazy gloam spawn rift filled space. And you just see Marv go, What the heck is that?
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end our episode for this one. As you guys click away on the gondola, making your escape.
We ran.
You ran away. You succeeded in causing more chaos.
More
That
chaos.
was wonderful. Nightmire's reputation has grown maybe in a more positive light with all the high rolls you were doing.
Yeah.
Mel, you were not Mel Ashgrave in that moment, but I don't think you care.
No.
And we're going to leave it there. So a little bit of a longer one, but thank you guys for listening. We'll be back to finish and see what the folder holds for the Nightmire next time.
Indeed.
On
Dadventurous.